laptop glow in a darkened room. Another midnight, another June. 3 years deep and nothing changed. At least that's how it felt that day. Empty views and silent phones, second guessing every road, every hour, every try, every reason not to say goodbye. Long nights where thin, hard to know where hope has been. One dream, one fight, can't feel endless in the night. I almost quit that night, almost turned off every light, almost boxed up every plan and walked away from who I am. I almost quit that night, told myself I'd had enough this time, but something deep inside refused to die and kept me hanging on. And kept me hanging on. Sat there staring at the screen, wondering what persistence means when effort doesn't seem to show anywhere that people know. Then I found an old voice note from the version of me with hope, talking about the life I'd build if I just stayed with it. Old words still burn, some fires wait their turn. One voice cut through and I needed it too. I almost quit that night, almost turned off every light, almost boxed up every plan and walked away from who I am. I almost quit that night, told myself I had enough this time, but something deep inside refused to die and kept me hanging on. No sign, no proof, no guarantee of truth, just faith and grit, enough to not quit. I almost quit that night, and maybe that's why I'm grateful now. 'Cause every dream worth building asks how much you're willing to doubt yourself. I almost quit that night, but the story didn't end right there. Sometimes the difference between failure and success is surviving one more night. Laptop glowing morning light, birdsong breaking through the dark. Funny how the biggest victories start by refusing to fall apart. Friday night, same one booth, same neon light, same dumb jokes, same stories told back when time felt slow and whole. Now the group chat barely wakes, weeks turn into months these days. Everybody's got somewhere to be, and somehow that's not here with me. Fast lives run fast, hard to hold on to the past. Good friends mean well, life just pulls on everybody else. Nobody tells you friendship changes. Nobody tells you how strange it gets. One day you're talking, every standing shoulder to shoulder, sunburned faces, cheap sunglasses, certain nothing could separate us. Now one's gone north, one's overseas, one's got twins and no free weeks, one's fighting battles he won't discuss, and one just slowly lost touch. Slow road split wide, still they carry pieces of our lives. No bonds run deep, even when they're hard to keep. Nobody tells you friendship changes. Nobody tells you how strange it gets. One day you're talking every day, the next you're hoping for a text. Nobody tells you friendship changes, not from anger, not from blame, just more responsibilities than yesterday could have explained. No fight, no end, no reason to defend, just years going by under different kinds of sky. Nobody tells you friendship changes, but maybe that's not always bad, because the people who really matter still show up when life gets hard. Nobody tells you friendship changes, but the good ones never disappear. They just become the kind of people you can call after 3 years. Old group chat on a glowing screen, names I know by heart. Funny how some friendships stretch without ever falling apart. Same apartment, same street sign, same alarm at the same damn time, same old dreams on the same old shelf, wondering if I'm fooling myself. Friends got married, friends moved on, bought new houses, raised new sons. Every year the gap feels wide, like life picked teams and I got sidelined. Fast trains roll through, feels like they forgot me too. Long nights, no sleep, thinking thoughts I shouldn't keep. I hate feeling stuck like this, watching everybody else find their place in it. Every road looks clear from where I sit, while mine keeps disappearing in the mist. I hate feeling stuck like this, halfway between giving up and hopefulness, trying to believe my time will come before believing starts to feel ridiculous. Starts to feel ridiculous. Mom still asks if I'm doing fine. I smile back and say I'm trying, but some days that word feels thin, like paper stretched against the wind. And last week I met an old friend, thought he'd have everything figured in. ridiculous. Starts to feel ridiculous. No race, no clock, no rule that says I'm lost. One step still counts, even if it's slow right now. I hate feeling stuck like this, but maybe that's not what this really is. Maybe roots grow deep before they rise. Maybe progress wears a good disguise. I hate feeling stuck like this, but tonight I'm choosing not to quit, because every story worth remembering has a chapter that almost didn't make it. Same apartment, same street sign, but something feels different tonight. Funny how hope doesn't always arrive loud. Sometimes it just refuses to leave quietly. Bathroom mirror, 2 a.m. Staring back at who I've been. Same face, same scars, same eyes, but something doesn't feel like mine. Used to know just what I'd chase. Used to move with purpose and faith. Now I wake, work, sleep, repeat, and barely recognize the routine. Long days blur by, hard to tell when the years hide fast. The world moves on while I wonder where I've gone. When did I become this version of me? The one who forgot what he wanted to be. The one who learned how to survive, but forgot what made him feel alive. When did I become this version of me? The one who stopped dreaming so fearlessly. I kept my head above the waves, but somewhere lost the spark I saved. Found an old notebook on the shelf, pages written by a younger self. Big plans, wild hopes, reckless schemes, a whole lot closer to my dreams. I laughed once, then I looked away, 'cause every line had something to say about the man I'm meant to become, and the man I've been running from. Old words still sting. Funny what reflection brings. One page, one line can redraw your whole outline. When did I become this version of me? The one who forgot what he wanted to be. The one who learned how to survive, but forgot what made him feel alive. When did I become this version of me? The one who stopped dreaming so fearlessly. I kept my head above the waves, but somewhere lost the spark I saved. No crash, no fall, no warning at all. Just small turns, small bends. 'cause maybe the story isn't done. Maybe this is where it starts again. When did I become this version of me? Maybe tonight's the night I finally leave the life I built by accident and build one I can't believe in. Bathroom mirror, morning light, sunrise breaking through the blinds. Funny how the hardest journey starts the moment you decide to look inside. This city view, everything I swore I'd get to. Long weeks, short nights, endless flights, living up the plan I used to write. Big checks, nice clothes, polished smile, every box checked off in style. But somewhere underneath the shine, something started feeling wrong inside. Fast climb, high rise, funny what gets lost in the prize. Good plans go bad when they become all you have. I got everything I wanted, and somehow that was the problem. The dream looked different when I touched it than it did when I was chasing it. I got everything I wanted, but lost pieces of myself in the process. Now I'm standing at the top wondering why it feels so empty here. Empty here. Birthdays, canceled trips, always one more thing to fix. One more goal, one more year, one more reason not to be here. Then my son asked where I'd been, and I couldn't answer him because the truth was sitting there in the silence, hanging in the air. Long roads, run far, sometimes too far from who we are. One voice cuts through and nothing else gets through to you. I got everything I wanted, and somehow that was the problem. The dream looked different when I touched it than it did when I was chasing it. I got everything I wanted, but lost pieces of myself in the process. Now I'm standing at the top wondering why it feels so empty here. Empty here. Just waking up, that's all. One truth, one choice, to stop ignoring my own voice. I got everything I wanted. Now I'm learning what I actually need. Less applause and more connection, less proving, more being seen. I got everything I wanted, and maybe that's what set me free. Because sometimes the wrong dream leads you to the right one eventually. Corner office, setting sun, city fading into gold. Funny how success can teach you what success was never meant to hold.